They say I'm a pain, I need a change, making my way. Say the gang, sipping on drinks, catching her face. I get it poppin', nigga. She at the top of the nigga. Got plenty.
Welcome to another episode of the Whipple Pill Podcast. Today we got a very, very special guest. He's a comedian, an actor, a singer, a massage therapist, a chiropractor, a chef, a social media influencer. His page is known for Where You Come to Laugh. Please welcome to the show, my dog, Starflow.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Oh, shit.
Appreciate it, dog. Nah, y'all
Thank you
see.
for having me, bro.
I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming on, man.
You know the vibe?
You know that. Man, look, so we're going to do something different today, y'all. I know y'all see the massage table, and we have the foot.
That's also a foot and leg massage.
Foot and leg massage, right? Yeah. So I'm going to have my dog, Starflow. He's going to do a demonstration.
Yeah.
What you want? What we doing?
Well, okay. So first, I just want to say that being a chiropractor, there are so many people that literally just don't know what it's about or what happens. All they know about is just getting bones cracked. But it's really just aligning your body the proper way. And there's so many things that we do on an everyday basis, like even just sleeping the wrong way. You know, I'm a side sleeper. I always sleep on my side. And so that's like one of the worst ways to sleep. And also on your stomach, that's bad for the spine. Any way you lay in the bed, your spine needs to be on one level. And we sleep with pillows sometimes. We sleep up against a headboard. We're not supposed to sleep up against headboards. And it's the reason why our body be in pain. So just aligning you, normally with my clients, we talk first. You know, I ask them about their experience with the way they sleep or what type of job they do. If you sit a lot, if you stand a lot, all of that matters with just like making sure your body feel right. We deal with so much pain in silence and don't tell nobody that we hurting. And it could be something that we could easily fix with just literally an adjustment. So when you get on the table, we'll do a full adjustment. And I like to talk to my clients. Chiropractors believe in the art of surprising people with certain things, but I kind of like talk to people and make sure they're comfortable with what's about to take place. But yeah, it's my gift. It's my way of really just, helping people in real life. And I love it. It don't feel like work though, at all, ever.
So what would you tell like a first ever client who ever got, never got a chiropractic treatment before? What would you tell them to put them at ease?
I definitely that's a great question, because I always have people be like, yo, I ain't never have nothing cracked before. I'm scared, I'm nervous. So what happens is like, I start with massage first. I think the best way to get people to relax sometimes is just to really talk to them, make sure they understand what's going on, and don't be trying to just like start pressing on them or doing anything without them letting you know they are ready. You know what I mean? Like, because I could be great at what I do, but if you're not comfortable with it, or if you freezing up or anything or tense, you can get hurt. So just making sure, like, I've had some people that I told, like, I cannot start adjusting until you completely relaxed. And so for anybody first time, I just really just try to talk them through it and explain to them exactly what's going to happen, and just walk them through it. But you gotta get on the table, and you gotta just trust me, and I'm gonna trust that you're gonna trust the process too.
All right. Well, first time on the Whipple Pill Podcast, we're actually gonna get a full demonstration.
Yeah.
So you ready? So
before you get on the table, I'm just gonna ask you a few questions, which is like, how do you sleep actually?
On the side.
So you're a side sleeper.
Yeah.
So because you are a side sleeper, when people sleep on their sides, literally that shoulder bone right there is puncturing your spine. So if you're doing that consistent every single night, then you're sleeping on that side hip as well. So all of your weight is falling to one side of your body, and then you're also smashing this up against your spine. That's why when you first wake up, the first thing you do is just like, you trying to just like stretch this out because you feeling that discomfort in your back and your upper neck too.
Right.
So for side sleepers, there's this particular crack where I focus on the upper part of your spine, and we gonna hear how much you've been sleeping on your side. Let's just say that, and it's basically just pulling your neck out of your shoulders. And I'm happy you got a neck, because I have a few clients who don't, and that's really hard to try to explain to them that
You don't got
I'm trying to pull the little neck they got out of there. But now I'm telling you, so yeah, that's definitely what we will focus on. Again, I think that the best way to help people is just to ask them, like, what's hurting you? Like,
Right.
you know, and you sleep on your side. So I know a lot of people deal with that discomfort in their back. So you would just start off by just laying on the table. You can start on your stomach or your back, either way, whatever comfortable for you. And then we'll just start from there.
Let's get it.
Yep.
Let's get it. This is my first time, y'all, so, bear with me.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? Bear with me.
Yes, sir.
What I
Live
gotta
in
do.
action.
What I gotta do.
All right, so you can just lay on your back first.
Get my back first. My shoulders be hurting, not my back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
All right, bet. So what are you feeling right now that you land on this table? You feel any pain anywhere?
Nah, not really pain.
Any tension?
It's always my shoulders.
All right.
It's always my shoulders.
All right, bet. All right, so this is definitely for, like, if you've been standing a lot, been standing on business, just a little pull. How your knees been treating you?
I'm getting old, dog.
They 30 years old?
32, dog.
Ooh. Feel it.
Huh?
All right, so what I'm about to do is drop your leg over this leg, keep this leg straight, and we're gonna be adjusting your lower back. All right? So you might feel a little pop, might feel a stretch, but just let this leg drop over. Let it drop. All right. Sometimes you don't actually hear a pop, but you can feel the stretch. Mm-hmm. Relax this knee up. How you feeling?
It feel good, dog.
All right, back. All right, drop that knee down a little bit. All right, we're gonna do the same thing with this leg. We're dropping it over here. And then just relax it when it drops down. Relax. All right, just stretching your lower back. All right, now you can actually turn on your stomach. We're gonna focus on this neck. This is actually something,
It's like a doodle.
I think you need to take those glasses off and come turn your head this way. Come turn your body all the way around.
Tell what this way.
Your feet that way.
So I gotta turn this way.
Yeah. Because I think if I stand in front of the camera, it's going to be, yeah. Turn your head to the side. And she just rested over to the side like that. How you feeling?
Feel good.
Ooh, man, you felt that?
Yeah, I feel good, dog.
Turn your head. That's how you could turn it. That's how full you can turn it. All right, bet. All right. Now this is the part. Take a deep breath in. And when you breathe out, just relax. One more time. Relax. You good?
Good, dog.
All right, bet. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You needed this.
I know, dog.
All right, bet. We're going to test your mobility a little bit. Without bending this knee, I want you to just lift your leg up as high as you can without bending the knee. That's how high you could go?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Try the other leg. Okay, look like that leg went up. When you do it one more time, you feel tension here in your lower back?
Just a little bit.
All right, do the other side. Same.
Not as
bet.
much.
Bet. All right, you can turn to your side. Turn to this side, actually. This side right here, because I see your
So
background.
turn right here?
Yeah.
Like this?
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Well, wait. I'm sorry. Put your head right there. And come off that. Come on this side. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. All right, keep this leg straight. Bend this right here. Keep that one straight. Back. Come off your shoulder just a little bit. This is for your lower back, lower spine. It's gonna feel like you're falling off the table, but I got you, brother.
All right.
How you feeling? He like, I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
Say better, y'all going next.
Ah.
I got you. Y'all going next.
How you feeling, bro?
I feel
All right,
alive,
babe. Turn to the other
talk.
side, but watch your mic right there.
Right. This side right here?
Yeah.
Man, for all y'all watching, y'all fuck with my dog with this shit, you hear me?
And it's quick too. Like, again, there's a lot of people that feel like nervous about it because they hear like the sound of cracks and stuff, and people be mic'd up. So it's gonna be extreme. You could hear it, of course, when I do it. But
How long you been doing this?
this is my 10th year.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Bend your knee and keep that one straight and come up a little bit, like up towards me.
Slide to you.
No, yeah, right here. Perfect. And come off your shoulder too. This leg straight. All right. Then we right off up in here with this. Just test this. Wait, hold on. Let's let that leg drop down a little bit more. There we go. You felt that?
Yeah, dog.
All right, you can get on your back.
And I hope I still can hoop after this shit.
You think you're gonna be what, too sleep?
No,
Too
dog.
loose? Think they gonna
no.
break your ankles?
They ain't never going there.
Man, they gonna cross you. That's how comfortable you gonna be on that court. They gonna cross you up.
They ever do that.
All right, so this part right here, this towel.
That's the shit you put around the neck and do that body? Oh, hell no.
So look,
that is.
It's so funny because there are some people that use something called a Y strap,
Yeah, I know you're talking
but
about.
I don't really trust that. Just let me know if we can just, try a different way. Lift your head up. Put it down.
Y'all pray for me. Make sure y'all pray for me, you hear me?
You got good life insurance, huh? It's probably not the best thing to say to people.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so first, before I do anything, straighten your body up. Put your arms on your side. Relax. All right? Now I want you to really think about something peaceful. Now, normally some of my clients' head is a little bit lighter, but this one is a little heavy. So Oh man, he popping my wrist. What do you feel right now with just this? See, that wasn't so bad. Ooh, I think that was one. All right, now you're gonna take a deep breath in. Like the biggest deep breath you ever took, bro. Yes. Then just let that fuck shit out. How you feel? You still alive?
Call my mama. I'm about to do this shit next, dog. That's what I call.
You good?
Man, I feel like I'm 7 feet tall now, dog.
Oh,
Man,
man. Just like magic, bro.
man.
Don't trip, just put me in your will. Leave all your hoodies to me.
Man, make sure you pour me that teleport, dog. Make sure my glass is full. Man.
You needed that? All right, so look, when you done,
Tell my
you're gonna
hoes
stand
I love
up.
'em.
We're gonna do 2 more back adjustments for your back. Because your back definitely have to crack. Oh, it cracked a little bit, but it gotta do something else. So whenever you ready, we gotta stand up for this one. On your go. All right, so.
I feel like I'm a dunk on somebody, dog.
Oh man, your shoulders way looser, bro. Rotate your neck around just a little bit. All right, take and interlock your hands like this. Look, put it behind your head.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Lift your head up. Bring your elbows in a little bit. And relax your back right here. Just relax it. Bring your elbows in just a little. Not too tight like that. Relax your back. Check on them, bro. How you feeling? Ooh, we about to be missing whole goal now.
Yeah, man.
Felt that?
Yeah, I felt that, bro.
Yeah.
I heard it.
You heard it?
I heard it.
Dang. All right, so that was one way. And then the other way is called a bear hug crack. So it's literally just a good old fashioned hug to yourself. When the last time you hug yourself, man? Go like this. Elbow over elbow.
Right there.
Yep.
Right.
Nah, wait. Nah, it look uncomfortable. That's
Get me
what.
right, yeah, get me right.
Damn, man, your elbow is bow-legged. Hold up. There you go. Turn around. You turn right here. All right, posture, fix your back. Take a deep breath in. Just when you breathe out, just relax. One more time. Yeah. 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 Look at him. He looking like, yo. How you feeling, bro? I think he about to rap. He didn't put the hoodie on. He hearing the beat in his head. He about to spit a little freestyle.
You know I got the bars.
Man, fuck.
You know I got the bars for real. Glad, man. Appreciate you. We good?
You good?
I'm blessed, bro. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
See?
So yeah.
See, I
that's
did
what
it, y'all. I was nervous. I was kind of nervous, I ain't gonna lie. I was scared. I used to watch little chiropractic videos. I'm like, damn, it looks scary. But I needed that, for my dog Starflow. You feel me? Chiropractor. Make sure you get at him for the services and stuff like that. We're gonna talk more about that within the podcast and stuff like that. But I appreciate you.
No problem, bro. You already know. You already know.
Get it. But shout out to Taylorport.
Yes, sir.
You know I gotta shout out Taylorport. Y'all make sure y'all fuck with your boy. We're gonna get at it, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get everything right, you know what I'm saying? So we still continue the podcast, still going on. We got more, so y'all stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
Foot massage. You feel me? So what we gonna do? Let me put it to the side though.
I feel like I could pour a little of this now.
Yeah, we good now. We good. Do our little toast.
Yes, sir.
We good? All right, man. So we got finished with that. Feel like a new man.
Let's go, bro.
You're gonna be laughing at
Let's
the
go.
podcast. I know I was making a lot of faces and stuff, but we back, y'all. We back. So let's talk about your upbringing, though. So
Okay.
start from the beginning. Growing up, how was it growing up for you?
Oh man, growing up was it was tough. I got shot at every day. Nah, I'm just playing. Honestly, I grew up in the project, the Desire Project. And growing up was a bittersweet thing. You know, I remember being a kid, honestly, bro, in the project, just like not really worrying about the weight of the world on my shoulder as a kid, for real. Even though I was in the project, it didn't feel like that because it was like a sense of community around me. Like people looked out for you. I remember, before the police was handing out bullets, they was handing out ice cream. We used to literally just wait for the police car to come by just to get like a pint of ice cream from them. And it's just crazy how like times have changed so much because playing outside, that's all we did. Like I discovered everything just being outside. And so for me growing up in the hood, you seen a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? And it really just, I think that's the reason why I'm alive now, because just knowing like being from a certain environment, when something look crazy, you got to move around. You know what I mean? But growing up for me was amazing. I went to school not too far from where I grew up at. My school actually was kind of named after where I'm from, which is the Desire. My school was called Desire Street Academy. It was a private school really right there like in the heart of the Ninth Ward, down the street from Carver. And we after Hurricane Katrina, my school ended up moving to Florida. So like when everybody was moving around during Katrina, I ended up going to boarding school. Well, my school became a boarding school and we moved to Florida. We had like a college experience in high school, living on campus, just outside of the city was crazy. So as a kid, growing up in New Orleans, being from the project, being somebody that didn't necessarily travel a lot or get the opportunity to go many places, when we moved to Florida, it was just like, man, I got to go to the beach for the first time. I was like, bro, what? So, my upbringing for real was, it was dope. It was dope.
You got a good upbringing.
Yeah.
So speak about your family. How important are they to you?
So my family is, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that as much as I be wanting to kill my family at times, I know they're the reason why I'm still alive and I'm still here, because they have created this warm space, like to just come in and feel welcome and love, no matter who you even bring around. Like my family is just one of those groups of people that just like embrace people and build people up and love people. Now amongst each other, oh, they crazy as hell. But when it comes to just pouring that love out, my family definitely have been the reason why I'm able to go into the world right now to really just show people genuine love. Like, it started with my family. It really do start at home. Like for real, for a lot of people, you don't never get an example of what genuine love is until you got somebody looking out for you in your own home.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't go out there and just take anything from people because you're like, nah, I know what I deserve and how I deserve to be treated. It wasn't always like that with my family, but I will say for the most part, it was most of that and less against, you know. So I love my family, and I'm nothing without them.
Toast to your family, man.
Yeah, of
Toast
course.
to 'em, man.
Of course.
Toast,
Definitely. We sipping wine like we taking a shot.
Don't worry about it. We got
I love
something
it.
coming.
I love it.
Something coming later on. And shit. So how you got the name Starflow?
Man, I was in high school. A lot of people thought like Starflow was an internet name, bro. Like I honestly was in high school, and my family have a nickname for me, which is Pooka. That's what my family called me. But I wanted to really just like I wanted to create a name for myself that made sense for like me. And being just somebody that was super creative in school. I used to literally just like I used to make these poems and shit, and I would freestyle sometimes, and I just like whatever, I would just try to flow. I thought I was a rapper in my head, for real. But the star part actually came from like the stars in the sky. Like I always been like fascinated with stars. So one day in high school, when I first started, 10th grade, I was introduced to one of the most creative people who ended up becoming a mentor of mine. His name was Star Vos. He was my art teacher. And it just made sense. So Starflow was like a spin-off from his name, but it was also because I literally used to just like rap, and then the stars in the sky. So that's where that name came from. And it was before I was on the internet though. It was before I had Facebook, Instagram, all of that. Like it was literally my name around school before I was actually on the internet. Because a lot of people ask me like, is that just your name for the internet? But technically it was just a nickname I gave myself.
Okay. So speak about the internet. So you got popping on Vine, is that correct?
Yeah.
So speak about Vine, how that came about. And
You remember Vine?
I remember briefly about the 6 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So
That was the most challenging part about Vine. Vine honestly was our TikTok. Vine was our TikTok. The way people love TikTok right now and how they so connected with community and everything. That's how it was with Vine. Vine, we literally had 6 seconds to talk to the world. And in those 6 seconds, if you didn't say nothing that was really just like trendy or catchy, it could just like be blown by. Now, the good thing about TikTok, the algorithm is a little different. Vine, you really had to be entertaining in 6 seconds. So the people who really blew up on the internet all over the world from Vine, they really was putting in the work to do that, because it didn't happen. Some people was lucky to make one Vine and just go viral, but that ain't happen like that for me. On Vine, I was just literally just like being myself. Then before you know it, I was like, okay, I need to do something entertaining. So I created characters, and I literally just was like saying the craziest stuff, like and also incorporating New Orleans with that. And that's how I kind of met my New Orleans Vine family, which is some people who have went out into the world and done some amazing things starting from Vine. I'm talking about became millionaires. You know what I mean? And they just was in their living rooms just like creating content and really serious about entertaining the world. And so for me, Vine was like the root of everything. When they killed Vine, I was like, bro, that's like, it was that made me literally not want to be on no other, because I'm like, damn, if they could just take everything like that. And we built a real family. Like I had people that I was connected with on Vine that I'm still 14 years later today still connected to, like still family. So it definitely it was everything. For sure.
I remember Vine in 6 seconds. That shit was funny. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
hell yeah, man.
We was talking about the characters and stuff like that. So speak about Floretta, like how that came about. And
it came from Vine.
okay.
It came from Vine. We it's crazy because I remember when we was on Vine, right? So of course, we only had 6 seconds to just like do whatever. But I had just got my first car. And I never forget it. It was a Grand Prix. And I was excited as hell about it because, like, it was mine, bro. And the transmission ended up going out. After I had the car for like about 6 months, the transmission just went out. I had then just started working, and I ain't have enough money to actually pay for my to get a new transmission. So I would sit in the car every single day, like literally the car not running, not working at all, and just pray. I would literally just pray and just be like, God, please just like make a way, because like I need money. I need to get to my job, and it's my car, And I just started thinking about like everything, and just how I could entertain people from a real place, like from a place of real struggle, like dead ass. So I literally just started like pretending like I was my own mom character, like in having a conversation with a son. And we did it in the car in like 6 seconds, and we created like different type of little storylines. And I didn't know people, honestly, to be real with you, bro, I didn't know people, a lot of black people was going through like the same type of stuff from different places in the world. It's different when you entertaining people from your city and people get us because we from New Orleans. You get it.
Right.
But imagine like going viral from a video that you thought only New Orleans people understood and got. And so it's just like I was in a way portraying how I seen the women in my family, like, because people would ask me, like, is your mama really like Floretta? And I would always tell them, hell nah. My mama never cursed me out. Like, my mama don't even talk like that towards me. But she had serious ass moments as a black mom, literally, you better get your shit together. Like, my mom ain't play at all. But the way that the character was, it was just like almost creating something that people can like look at, and also it be believable. It was around a time on Vine where you seen every man on Vine, and not that I have anything against it, but it just was not for me. My head too big anyway. I seen so many people putting on wigs, and I'm like, I gotta be funny without it. I gotta figure out a way, because I don't want people to kind of like, just make it seem like that's the only way you're gonna be funny. And so that was very important to me. I thought about that on Vine, and I consciously made a decision to not wear wigs. Not because I got anything against the people that do it, but it just was not going to work for me, because I would have been being a follower. I would have been doing it the way I did it. And so I actually did something that my mom really did do. Every time my mom would wash her hair, she would keep like the towel just wrapped around her head, like for a long time, just like until it dried, Right. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the towel. And it took off, man. I was blessed enough to travel to different places, to really just like, entertain people and host events outside of the city, private parties I would get invited to, not even as the character, but just myself, literally. And I thought that was super cool. But yeah, that character came from me in a car, literally broke as fuck, not knowing how I'm going to fix my transmission. And I end up really getting the opportunity to fix that car, actually fix it up real good, based off of that character, literally. Just like put myself out there, promoting, all of that.
That was a fire character.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you this, though. Can you do the character right here on the podcast?
I might. It could come out at any moment. It just depends on...
I have a situation for you, though.
All right.
I want you to answer the question in the character, though.
All right, bet.
All right. Your son comes home, right? And you tell him to clean up your room. And he tell you, shut up. How will Floretta respond back to that?
Oh my God. Why would you do Floretta like that?
We want to know. We want to know.
So by the time my son would say shit.
You gotta do it in character, though. Do it in character.
All right, let's act it out. We gotta act it out. You're gonna be my son.
All right.
All right, and I just came home, and what I'm doing,
we already home, and it's dirty. His room is dirty. And black man, clean up your room. Mm-hmm. And you say, shut up. No, shut up.
I feel like, honestly, for real, this would literally be a moment where Floretta would do the most. And I don't know if this is the space.
Man, this
so
is the space.
how Floretta will
This
really
is the
respond
space.
to that,
Whip Appeal Podcast is a
would be
space.
like, shut up. Oh, I'm gonna shut that ass up, all right. And find something literally to shut you up. So I don't know if I could act that out for real. But I definitely think that that would be a moment where Floretta would show a little violence. Like, I'm gonna bust your ass. You gonna tell me shut up? No, I'm gonna show your ass how to shut up. Come here. I'm gonna give you something to shut up and just go crazy. So, yeah, I need my towel. My towel is my superpower. I'm joking. This is not my superpower.
You got the towel right there.
He like, grab that bitch. It's right over there. Put that bit on. But nah, that would be a funny skit. I would kind of sauce it up a little bit, pretend like I didn't say shut up, and Floretta be like, nah, your ass said what you said, and now you gotta stand on that.
So I know. Do you do those a lot? I don't see you do that as much as you used to. So what's going on with that? Do you bring that character back?
Here's the thing. So I am literally I would consider myself a jack of all trades. Like, and when I have mastered something to a level of time to move to a different level, it's hard for me to stay in like character doing that consistently because I've outgrown it so much. But at the same time, like, that's literally like the root of a lot of my comedy. Mm-hmm. And so I've figured out a way to kind of like incorporate it into something new, something better, something different. And I got like really, I've started the writing on just like writing like almost like a stand-up piece for like, I guess you would say a stage play. But I want to take that character and build on that character, but just in a real way, to honor like the women that's really in my life, for real. So with the Floretta character, I've been actually starting the writing for a stage play, but I don't know if I even want to call it a stage play because I'm thinking about really just like getting the best actors to act out these scenes and record it and put it out there. Like, and I would love to do it on the stage, but I really want to like start shooting movies, like kind of like, when I started Floretta, I was not getting paid to do a character. It was just like something fun. You know what I mean? But now people have really just found ways to be super creative and market off of that. And I don't want to do that at all. Like, I wanted to just stay funny. So I'm creating something that's just a little bit more that makes sense. But I'm doing it kind of like in the base of New Orleans. Like really showing our city, showing our, like, you know, Floretta is going to be going outside, literally doing different things. And then I got like 3 other characters that I cannot wait. You think Floretta is something, it's going to be so crazy how my whole family going to be just me in the living room. And it's going to be a vibe for sure. And it's not going to be like, this the thing, it's not going to be like something we have seen before, because this is based off of my family. In my family, like, I be seeing a lot of stuff out there, honestly. I be seeing a lot of things that I can relate to, like, as far as family, but I be like, yo, this shit can't be happening in other people's families. This just gotta be my people. So, yes, I'm starting that this year, though, actually. I'm starting that this year.
So by the end of the year, you're gonna have something, or it's gonna
no, actually, before the summer. Before the summer, I'm literally just building on the character. I just started writing something for it, for real. Because all those skits you've seen over the years were literally just freestyle. So, like, I never really felt the need to actually write nothing that was in me already. But I know the importance of it now, just putting it on for copyright issues. People be stealing people material. Bro, I've seen on real TV, I promise you, stuff that I have brought to the internet. I'm talking about stuff that I have literally brought to the internet. I have seen it on movies, on shows, on TV, and we've given away all of this for years, thinking that they'll never take this from me. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't gonna see this. But you got real supporters and people that bring stuff to your attention that literally just like, yo, you started that, you did that. You know what I mean? Every time I see people saying Neil on social media, anytime I see that, I'll be like, I wonder, do they know?
That's where it started.
I literally brought that word to the internet. Now, we probably have heard it everywhere else, but nobody didn't make it known to where, and then years later, I would see people literally just like saying it in tweets, saying it in different things, but it came from my aunt. Like, I ain't get it from nobody else. My aunt used to literally say that like that whenever she called people and she wanted you to come, and it was a New Orleans thing. So you probably had a lot of people in New Orleans who have said it, but literally bringing it to the internet, showing people like literally different things to bring to the internet, and knowing the importance of how people can watch it and take it, and then they can market off it. So it's just like now I'm kind of like a little cautious of how I just put skits out there now. I want it to really just be like traced back to, yeah, he started that. Yep. So it's coming back though.
And shout out to that.
It's coming back, bro. And it's gonna be way on a whole nother level too. Like for sure, with the comedy part, because I'm also getting ready to face one of my biggest fears. And this the first place I could actually say it, but I am literally getting ready to do stand-up comedy. And at first I was scared because I got a bad knee. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to just do it the whole time. So I'm like, I need something real, like, short, like give me like 15 minutes to turn up. And now I actually, for a long time I was calling myself a comedian, but I got a great deal of respect for comedians who actually get up there and really just like entertain people, make people laugh. You know what I mean? I think that's very serious. And I wouldn't really be able to call myself a stand-up comedian if I've never stood my ass up there and comedian. Right. So I'm doing it.
So would you go up there as a character or you go up there as...
So I'm going up there as myself, and I'm really going to tell jokes literally just based off of like my life and my world, and even just like, what I do. I actually, just the way I kind of like, brought my table, I want to do something different, like with stand-up. Like, I want to entertain people in the craziest way. So I really will have like, I will have acting moments on stage. When I'm doing my stand-up, I'm telling jokes, right? But how about we demonstrate these jokes? How about literally I tell y'all exactly. So what I'm going to do with my base of stand-up, I'm going to start off telling jokes. I'm going to let them know, what we're leading into, and I'll be like, man, fuck that. I just gotta show y'all how this shit went down for real. And literally, it will be a moment where my table come out, a random girl just get on my table, and I'm showing them exactly what happened and how everything went while telling the joke, how it went. And I think that, like, that form of entertainment, I really just want to do something like that represent my real life. Like, this is where my jokes come from, literally my real, actual life. I get all type of people on that table, and I be thinking that I'm there to like make them feel better, but they be having me weak, bro. And I be like, bro, I am definitely going to tell somebody about this on the stage. So I can't wait to do that. And I'm actually getting ready to do my first show that I'm going to put together. I was thinking about 420, just like creating a vibe for 420. And
so Easter?
Yeah. I want to just create something to where as though like, it's not too much pressure, but invite like a few people, like some poets I know, like a few singers, like 2 other comedians, and create a whole vibe. Like in my real world, bro, like I cook, I definitely would literally cater my own events. That'll be another way to showcase like, that's my very first love before any of this internet shit or anything digital chiropractic, my food, so incorporating all of that. So we working on something. But I can't wait though. I'm excited because I'm telling you, I ain't trying to like shade no other comedians, but it's just like I've seen that. And I don't think they have seen the way I'm coming.
So speak on your food, like, what I'm saying? You say you love to cut. That's your first love. So speak on that, like, what got into you to, like, cooking and food and stuff like that.
So my high school, well, I've always grew up in the kitchen, like just watching my grandmother cook, you know, and like a lot of men too. My grandfather actually was a chef. I tell people this because he told me this, and I definitely believe my papa because he don't got no reason to lie. But he invented the Whopper. You know, my grandfather literally was working at Burger King so many years ago. And homeless people would eat there. They would come. And his way of literally just giving them a little bit extra would be just to add an extra piece of meat right on their burger. And he got fired for that. My grandfather actually got fired because they caught wind of what he was doing for certain people. And they fired him. Years later, they invented a burger that was just like, you know, and I'm gonna be honest with you. When you hear stuff like this, you're like, no way, no way. But yes, our people had a lot of stuff stolen from them, literally. And so many other races have marketed off of our people. And so when it comes to cooking, I always think about my grandfather and the things that he invented. And also like my grandmother who would cook for the community. She ain't just cook for her family, bro. She literally would raise up her windows in the project and people would smell her cooking walking down the street, and she never refused nobody a food. So I come from a family of just cooking. And growing up, I used to, me and all my goddamn cousins, we would all just be like waiting around the kitchen, just watching them prepare the food and cook it. And I was always like, one day that's going to be me. And when I was in high school, I got the opportunity to take a trade, a culinary art trade, to learn the professionalism behind actually cooking in a restaurant. So that's why I was like, oh shit, I don't just got to cook the food and make it taste good, but I got to present it well. I got to make it look a certain type of way. And that's why I really just fell in love with, oh yeah, I could see me cooking forever. So cooking is my passion, and my food really speaks for itself, for sure.
Yeah, we all love food.
And honestly, you know, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but like there's certain things that people say they could cook, and when you taste it, you be like, nah, my people could cook this shit better than that. I'm gonna be honest with you. None of y'all people can fuck with my yakimi. So when I cook that, I'm already knowing you about to be calling your people like, you gotta step your game up. Cause this shit ain't.
You ever heard of Candy from Yakimi House? You know
I actually am. You know what's crazy? My phone, you heard it vibrating? That was actually her son calling me. Literally.
That's crazy.
That is they are somebody I've been there. They got so much food. They got so many different options, actually. But I've only had their regular, because they got different type. Now they take the yakimi to different stages and different levels for sure. But I've only had the beef one. Okay. And it was good. It was really, really good. It wasn't mine, of course, but it was so good. I've been back like 3 more times. But again, I'm standing on that. Like nobody is going to make that the way that I make it. And I think what I love about them is they make it different ways. My son calling again. That's funny you say that. Yeah. But nobody is gonna make it the way that they make it, because they've bent the rules. They got different styles of it, and I love that. I can't mess with that. But for sure, I stand on that. So if I ever was to brag about my cooking, that would be the one thing that I would cook for people to be like, yeah, this is different.
I feel that
for sure.
So are there any big name social media influences you look up to or respect?
Oh yeah, of course, man. I wouldn't even say it. Do it gotta be a big name though?
You don't have to be a big name.
Well, I guess. There's a lot of people on social media that's very influential, but I will say, like, I'm a big fan of who people are behind the social media. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, we could literally get on that camera and be anybody we want to be. We could do anything we want to do. We can make people believe whatever we want to believe. But if I catch wind of you being a good ass person behind that camera, that's what I'm influenced by. And I can honestly say it's a few people that I have been blessed to be connected with. I would definitely say Wazam Super, literally. That is one of the most genuine souls I've come across on social media. My homie Black Tatted. He got Black Smoke. I don't know if you ever heard of Black Smoke, but he definitely got the hookah vibe. Again, these are people that I got to know, like, because on social media, they're a vibe, of course. Everybody fuck with them.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, like, behind closed doors, I'd be like, damn, bro, like, I've came across some people, bro, on social media, dead ass, that y'all, probably y'all too, in here, love to death. Like, y'all love them on social media. But if you got in the room with them and felt the vibe and how bad the energy just did not feel, you would just be like, God damn, that nigga really is an actor. Or she really can act. You know what I mean? Because people don't always give you that vibe in person. So it's just like two people to think of right off the head that definitely have influenced me would be Super. It would be Black. Also my sister too. My sister got like a grind that just don't stop. Like she really just like her own boss. And I'm very much influenced by her vibe too. And it's my baby sister too. So that's always, that's dope.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Avriel, Stylist,
Shout out to your sister.
She the reason why my locks is damn near about to be touching my balls. I don't know if I can say that on there, but shit. She is literally the reason my sister got growing hands. I've never let nobody else touch my hair but her.
Shout out to your sister.
And she really a beast, bro.
Well,
For sure.
Let me refill right quick. You need some more? You babysitting, bro.
I thought I was babysitting and I ain't gonna hold you. But it looked like you was babysitting.
Y'all want some?
But no, I need to ask you some questions too, though.
Oh, we're going to get to that.
I got a question to ask you.
A lot of people want to ask me questions. We're going to get to that, though. We're going to get to that. So what is your why? Right? When I say why, what wakes you up in the morning, what makes you continue doing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So what is your why?
Lately, my why has been the way my nephew run to me when I pick him up from school. If that makes sense.
Okay.
The way my nephew just moved everything out his way to run towards me, it makes me realize why it's important for me to be somebody that he can just like always run to. Mm-hmm. That's been my why lately. It hasn't, he's only 2. But of course, my niece too, she sometimes runs to me. But the way that he really just like, and it's funny because I literally got footage of him running to me today at school. But it happens all the time. And like every time I never just like get tired of it. And it just gives me a purpose in a sense to just be better. Just to be better. Just to show him like, yeah, your Uncle him for real.
I feel
Yeah. So that's my why. That's my motivation. The kids that's in my family, like I really feel like the best example is just to show them something different. Like they tired of hearing our people talk. We heard people, our generation is the middle of like the older people and the younger people, right? So we kind of like can feel the vibe of both. And for us, we heard our people talk about a lot of things. And at a certain point when we got old enough to understand things for ourselves, we were like, it's just all talk. There ain't no action behind that. You know what I mean? So I really just like try to like show them everything better. Like just really just put the work in. That's the best way to spend love is time. Time. Just putting the time in. And so for me, that's why. That's why I do everything.
I respect that.
Yeah, for
Definitely
sure.
Respect that, man. I got a question for you though. If you had the opportunity to cook a meal for the Obamas, what would it be?
All right. So here's the thing, though. I like to do my homework on people. Okay. Right. So I wouldn't consider a meal that's everything to me. Like, I just bragged about my yakimi. Mm-hmm. Even though I would love to cook that for them, I would first like to tap into like because Obama from Chicago, right? Mm-hmm. So I know for a fact that he know what good food is. So I'm going to have to give him a taste of something incorporating New Orleans culture. You know what I mean? Like probably some crawfish pasta, or just something just like incorporate. I would want to incorporate seafood some type of way in the meal, but of course I would have to have a conversation with them to see what they like, and then after that it's up, bro. Like I'm gonna figure it out. But I'm definitely gonna hit them with some of my like I've created my own cake. It's a lemon cake stuffed with peach cobbler, and I make my own. I don't really like icing like that, so I made like this glaze to go over the lemon cake, and it's fire. It's so fire, bro. My family been like eating it for years. I definitely will make that for them for dessert. I don't care what they like. They gonna love that.
Right.
So yeah, I will put together a meal based off of their vibe, what they want. But I would definitely have to make it New Orleans, of course.
I feel that. So what's something you would tell someone dead or alive? Who would that person be? What would you tell them?
I would tell, dead or alive. Something I would just randomly tell a person, whether they dead or alive.
Yeah. And who would that person be?
So I would choose, my homie who passed away a few years ago. His name was Peanut on social media. And I think I would tell him, I would apologize. I would say I'm sorry and I'll come. Because the last conversation that we had on the phone, I was in LA at the time. I had went to LA, and he had just bought a house. And he called me on the phone. And he was just like, I want to go to LA too. Like, you want to go back with me for Halloween? And I was so mad that he didn't come with me the time I went. But of course, he was a dad, so he had responsibilities, and I respect that. But I told him on the phone, I was like, nah, I'm not coming back with you here. You're going to come on your own. You got to experience it on your own. And we ended the conversation like that. And he had just bought a new car too. Of course, he had asked me to get him a souvenir. And I bought him like this little keychain. And right before I left LA, I got a phone call that he had passed away. And so if I could talk to anybody and tell him anything, it'd just be, I'm sorry to my bro. Like, because of course, I didn't know that he was going to pass away. But that's the one thing I really remember him asking me. We ain't never go on any trips or nothing. And when he seen me in LA, like just living, doing everything we would normally do, he was just like, bro, we got to go back out there. And I was just like, nah, bro, I'm not coming out here with you. Nah, no. And I regret that. Like to this day, I don't live with regrets, but that was my homie, and I hated that, I didn't get a chance to really do that with him. So yeah, he alive in my heart, but he's no longer here. And if I had a chance to tell anybody anything, it'll be, I'm sorry to him, for sure.
Shout out to him, man.
Shout out to Peanut, man. That dude literally like changed the internet too, bro. He made so many people laugh in real life, on and offline, and I thought that was so cool. Again, another person who was very inspirational offline. Because I'm big on, like, honestly, I don't care if you are funny as hell and literally could make somebody laugh until they pee on themselves. If you a rude-ass person in person and you don't treat people right, though, I don't care what you got going on. And he was really one of those people that really treated people right. So, those are always the people that literally got me.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't like those crazy, people that don't keep it real outside of this stuff. So
facts.
All right, my bro. We about to do a rapid fire, okay?
Okay, bet.
So with the rapid fire, you gotta answer either or, okay? It's not like neither. It's not like both. Or I don't know. All right, you gotta
say
answer.
rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Okay.
Rapid fire questions. Okay. So we gotta put 30 seconds on the clock.
All right, bet.
All right. So I'm gonna have
Let's get it.
Dog Rockstar put 30 seconds on the clock. I'm gonna ask you the questions. You gotta answer it either or. You can't say
no yes, no explanation.
No explanation.
Oh damn!
Because you got 30 seconds on the clock.
And it's all yes or no questions.
It's all either or. So it could be this or that. This or that. This or that.
Bet.
Okay?
All right, bet.
Let me know when to go, Rockstar.
Let's go.
2,
You definitely need that,
1.
Jesse.
Singing or cooking?
Cooking.
Mardi Gras or Super Sunday?
Mardi Gras.
Instagram or TikTok?
TikTok.
Love or loyalty?
Loyalty.
Alcohol or weed?
Weed.
God or family?
God.
Crawfish or snowballs?
Crawfish.
Being outside or staying inside?
Outside.
Manchus or Popeyes?
Cajun Joe's. Oh shit, Popeyes.
Have your own restaurant or starring in a movie?
Ooh, my own restaurant.
That's cool. That's good. That's good. That's good.
That was some fire ass questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotta. Yeah, it is. It's tough. It's a tough one.
Really? No, it's not.
Well, for me, I like crawfish.
Bro,
I
y'all don't
choose
like
crawfish.
snowballs that much.
I ain't gonna lie. That bitch is fire.
Snowballs. They like so. Yeah. It is.
Oh, I thought he was like saying like you
No, I
gotta
like
either-
crawfish better.
You gotta pick one and throw the other one out.
That's what you right.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's why I was like, I like snowballs though.
Yeah, fact.
There's only one flavor of crawfish.
You should have said crawfish or gumbo. That would have been hard. Oh, I would have been like, fuck.
Crawfish snowball.
I love gumbo.
I always use that
And I
crawfish and snowball
love
question
crawfish.
and it be getting people.
Yeah,
tough.
definitely.
But at this time, I'm gonna let my dogs, Rockstar and Crispy, with Crispy Captures, they're gonna ask you a question.
All right, baby.
You feel me? So answer it truthfully as possible,
All right, baby.
and allow them, to ask their questions. So Rockstar, you got something for them?
Let's go, Rockstar.
All right. So you do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What gets you, I guess, motivated to make the jump to learn new skills?
I be getting bored. I be like, damn, this shit was fun, but now it's time to move on, do something different. So I think like after a certain time, like if I don't love everything you've heard me do, like cooking, I love cooking. So when I cook, imagine like I'm sure y'all know, like when you doing something you love and you can make money off it, it don't really feel like you working unless you really just gotta really just be like, I'm working, but like I love it. So I try to attach myself to things that I could love and possibly make money because I love it so much. So yeah. I think that answered your question, though. It's a love thing. Sure.
Crispy.
Okay, so I honestly didn't even know you were famous from Vine
Mm-hmm.
first because you told me about the chiropractic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So Vine was huge. I'm 21, so Vine was. Like,
We was 6 by the
Yeah,
time we was doing
like-
something.
So yeah, I was probably in like middle school or something.
Yeah.
Elementary or something like that. Like so, Vine was huge
Mm-hmm.
for my era. Like huge. Like just how TikTok is. now,
Yeah.
even for my era still.
Yeah.
Vine was huge. So like changing and being a part of that shift of social media and being able to watch it. Like, what's some of the things that you've seen change, or like, what are some of the ways you've seen people grow and blow up on social media? Like, what's some of the ways you've seen people grow, like, as far as from the evolution from Vine then to TikTok now, or what's like, just like, speak on that. Speak
Yeah.
on that evolution
Absolutely.
of social
Absolutely.
media. That's my question.
Yes, the evolution was just watching black people, and I gotta say this for my black people. It was watching all of my black people literally go from, okay, bet we got a camera in front of us, we entertaining people, and this shit fun. Like we having fun with it. We moving around the world, we doing things, we connecting, and this a vibe. Then it started with like going from a vibe, then it's like, oh shit, somebody's trying to pay us to come to this event. And we're like, wait, what? So bam. That's when you going up a step, like you like, wait, what? Like going from Vine, like going from literally having no money in your pocket to somebody telling you that they want to pay you to come to their actual club, like just pay you to come. And it's like, bro, I've been going to this club paying to get in this whole time. Like what? So it's just like watching the evolution. It happened just like this. Vine, we went from entertaining people in front of the camera to where as though it was just like, okay, bet we can make money off of this. So let's see how we can figure out a way to promote, like, do whatever we need to do to start promotion. So a lot of people start promoting. Then other people started saying, wait, hold on, we making all of this money doing promo. We might as well put the money into something that we actually like to do, like actually love. So now you got people who just started making videos in their living room. They're investing, putting their money. Mind you, bro, and I can't speak for everybody in New Orleans, dog, when I say this, but we don't come from a place where they teach us the importance of financial literacy and just like the importance of saving your money or putting your money towards something to make more money. We get all that bread, and the first thing we like is, I gotta go get this, I gotta go get that. But the cool thing about the evolving is some people fell into that slope of trying to show off with it and do the wrong things, and then other people bossed up, walked off of jobs. I've watched, it give me chills thinking about it, because I remember one time I had a conversation with one of my friends, and she was like, today my last day working. Like, I can't work for them no more. Like, I didn't literally made how much I've made in this job 1 year. I've made that in 1 month. And it's like, I gotta go. And this was before TikTok. This was before Instagram even got like videos. So it's like, bro, what? This is what I'm hearing people say in my circle. So I'm like, yo, how? Teach me so to watch people evolve from being able to like go clock in to like literally having a staff of over 300 people. A person that literally just was right here making 6-second videos, you know what I mean? To now, and I'm not talking about just one person. I'm talking about so many people that you see on the internet today. What is his name? I always think about him. I think it's King Bat.
King Box. That's the biggest.
Look at this man, bro. Look at this man. Look at this man. Like, and I haven't been keeping up with everything that he have going on, but it's just like when you see a lot of people that's famous online right now and they kind of older, best believe they put that groundwork in with starting like someplace like Vine or YouTube, because the YouTube was been eating. See, we wasn't on it. I was watching YouTube, but I wasn't technically like, it was too much.
YouTube still eat to this day.
It was a little bit, so YouTube is different now. It was a little bit scripted, like, well, not scripted, but you couldn't like say certain things on YouTube at a time when we was on Vine. So just watching people evolve, to answer your question, watching people, including myself over the years, go from literally just like making videos just to make people laugh or entertain people or talk to people to making videos, and now you're talking for a brand. Now you're literally talking for your brand. You know what I mean? So that was the evolution of watching it grow. And I appreciate people like the older people that's kind of like still going, because the internet, bro, could be a dangerous place. Like the internet, people be saying that they want attention and they want, fame from that. And I never really was that type of person. Like, I swear on everything, I never got on the internet to be famous. I hated famous people lifestyle. I hated that they always had people like watching everything they do, judging them for any little movement they make. Like I never wanted people to watch me in that way. I wanted them to be entertained, but I knew that came with that shit. So it just was like, fuck it, people gonna judge me regardless. So I just gotta be myself no matter what. And if they fuck with it, they fuck with it. If they don't, then that's really their loss. So yeah, just watching people become their own boss, bro. Walking off a 9 to 5, including myself. Like literally, like that shit is contagious. Like you hang around people who are moving in a way where they don't have like no limitations over them. Like in New Orleans, it's so easy for somebody to tell you, oh man, you better stick with that good job. That's your good job. But if you ain't happy there, bro, if like that shit killing you to go there every day, like what are you doing with your life? Like we from a generation where we not taking that. We literally walking off of places that don't respect us and deserve us, because we have already mastered making our own bag without a company. Mm-hmm. Without a company. You know what I mean? So for me, that's what it is. Just watching people elevate, man, and become their own boss. That was the best thing to me. Like I tell people all the time, like, if you going through any season in your goddamn life, bro, and it's dark, like just remember that light that's in you. Like no matter what, like we all got light in us. And I think that you only see it by doing what you fucking love. Cause I mean, the bread gonna be there. Like you can make a bag working like a job that you really hate going to, but it's just like that money ain't gonna sit well in your bank account, in your spirit. It's gonna go many places and you're gonna be like, damn, I'm just working hard. Like it ain't gonna feel right to you. So it's like when you get the chance to work and do something that you connected to love-wise, bro, you move different. Cause it's like, this shit don't even feel like work. It feel like I'm getting paid to do something I love, and that's a piece that I actually prayed for years ago, and I was blessed enough to really just like create a way to make money. I had one prayer. I was like, I just want to figure out how I could make money in my sleep. And that was it. God was like, I'm about to show you a few ways. Hold up. And I just had to be ready, you know, and sometimes I wasn't. And most of the time I'm alert and I'm with it now, for sure. Yep. Yep.
I love it, man. It's toast, man.
You already know, brother.
Toast to that, man. I appreciate y'all questions, bros.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. Definitely.
All right. You got any questions for us?
I do. So, here's the thing. I feel like sometimes when I be watching podcasts, to be honest, that I always see like the wrong shit go viral, right? I see like people saying controversy stuff and like even podcast hosts like asking questions that just like, that's gonna cause like attention. Do any of y'all feel the pressure with the guests that come on y'all show to really just ask like those questions that like you feel is gonna get attention? Or do y'all think asking important questions like matter a little bit more?
Yes, they do.
The second one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, for me, it's
Because
like,
it could be both, and I wouldn't judge, but I would know like.
For me, I always want to put like a positive light on people when especially my guests.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have him, Rockstar X y'all. Like, is there anything you don't want me to talk about, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm always about positivity. You know what I'm saying? Now, some guests, honestly, some questions I didn't ask on my previous podcast, they'll come to me after, like, damn, you could have asked me this, but I'm like, damn, I don't know. I ain't want to ask you that. I ain't, you felt comfortable and stuff like that. A lot of people like, well, if I come back on, you could ask me the crazy questions like that. So I don't do this to, I guess, per se, go viral for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Right? So that's not my intention.
Yeah.
If I wanted to be controversial, I just do some random shit by myself, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to shine a light on the guests, shine a light on you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. I appreciate
Facts,
that, bro.
And it's just like for me, it's like, bro, I just want to have that opportunity so people could see what you are behind.
Facts. Because niggas
Behind
don't know
what you do, right?
They don't
Nobody
know.
knows.
This girl literally, so the crazy thing is with being a chiropractor online, people see you cracking up people, right? So like random places I will be like with my people, and I'm really a people's person, bro. Like I love people. I will always love people. And so like the way I move, I try to be like my authentic self online because I don't need to be faking like nothing in person at all. But I do know this. I was in Walmart and I was with my homie. I was in Walmart and I was with one of my homies, and he had literally just like had a badass crook in his neck. So I'm like, bro, like you just let me get that shit out. Like that shit bothering me. Like let me get it out because you keep complaining. And honestly, when people like complaining, like I'm solution based. I'm trying to find a solution quick. I don't want to hear that shit around me. So he was like, all right, bet. But this is my homie who really just like this is like my real genuine friend. He like, bro, I'm not comfortable with people just like touching me like that. But I'm like, bro, you in pain, bro. You gotta let me do this shit. Mind you, he was uncomfortable, like he didn't want it. But I'm like, I got you. He trusted me on aisle 7, bro. I'll never forget this shit. Mind you, now I'm Starflow online, but that's my homie. Like he know me. That's my partner. He like, all right, bet. I'm adjusting his man's neck. Mind you, a girl came from behind me out of nowhere and was like, oh my God, you that guy from TikTok. And it's so funny because, bro, I've been that guy from Vine. I've been that guy from Instagram. I've been that guy from Facebook in places. I've been that guy from TikTok. That's what they just like, I know where I see you at. I probably don't remember your name, but I see your face. So for me, it's just like when I'm walking in my purpose, when I'm in a moment like that in real life, like helping a friend who literally in pain, and somebody come recognize me and just be like, yo, I follow you. I fuck with you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I end up gaining a client right there on the spot. She stood right there and watched me adjust him. I mean, y'all seen too. But she was so intrigued. She was like, oh my God, I didn't even know you do this. What are you doing? Right. She was like, I just follow you because you funny. You know, she was like, what? And she ended up literally, I've seen her like 3 different times. And I'm in the streets Walmart streets, but like just having moments like that where I'm really just walking in my light and being myself and the bag is there. Like I ain't even trying to look for it. That bitch just hit me out of nowhere. Like, goddamn. Mind you, this girl have seen me 3 different times, have recommended me to other people. So it's just like when you walking in your purpose, when you walking in your light, nobody can shade you. Nobody can make you look like you fake or a phony or nothing when you are out there really putting in the work. Like my work speak for me. Like that's why with this podcast, I didn't want to just like come and talk. Nah, I gotta show you. And I did. As you could tell, you look like your ass ready to go to bed right now.
Man, look, I'm so lit right now. I'm so lit right
But nah,
now.
that's what it's about. Like just creating these spaces, bro. Especially for us black men. Like actually, most of my chiropractic clients, I work with Suno, the volleyball team at Suno, and that was the biggest challenge for me, for real, because that's my first time working with like over 15 women at one time. Like you gotta literally like, and it's the volleyball team, so you know when it comes to like the body, the hitters, their shoulders be like stuck and locked. So just like working with them and being in spaces where I'm just like evolving is been everything because I get to be me. Like when people book me, they're not booking like they know what they're booking. They know what they're getting into. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's what I feel like is more important. Just like with a lot of these podcasts, I see people get behind these mics and they talk for hours. But it's like, what's the work you're putting in? What are the things you're doing? You know what I mean? Like we got to put in that work for sure. But I do got some upcoming shit that I don't know if you will have time. Or even if y'all have time, if y'all have kids too, definitely I have a cooking class coming up. This is going to be our second one. In my community, The Desire, there's a youth center that's like right there. And I did a cooking class. I had 95 kids. It was free. I feel like, you know, coming from that community, like a lot of times, some of the best moments was when we got to go to after school programs and stuff like that. You know, they'll help us with our homework and, you know, give us snacks and stuff after school. I came from that, bro. So it's just like, I don't see that in my community at all. So I started a cooking program with youth. It's from the ages of 8 to 18. I could utilize them all the way up into 18. And we had 95 people at our last cooking class. It was everything, bro. Like literally everything. So I'm doing another one. When am I doing another one? I haven't come up with an official day yet, but it's gonna be free.
Okay.
And if you know kids that love to cook or just even passionate about learning how to cook, we're definitely gonna do it. And I can't wait to do that for real.
I got nieces and nephews. Definitely,
Hell yeah,
definitely. I know my niece probably be about that. So
my last cooking class, what we did, we made beignets. What else we made? We had so we made a fruit salsa because I linked up with Auctioner and they kind of like sponsored it as far as like donating like toaster ovens and measuring cups. They only do this for like actual like organizations. Like I'm one person, bro. I had one conversation with one lady and she was like, "We gonna make it happen. Everything you trying to do, we gonna make it happen." And that's only because when I was working at the Boys and Girls Club, I started a cooking program at the Boys and Girls Club in Gretna. And nowhere in the world had cooking programs at Boys and Girls Club. But of course, this New Orleans. And I had to figure out a way to bring in more teens. So we started a cooking program and it started from there. It was so successful that that company that sponsored me to do my own cooking thing, they were like, "Yo, anything you need, we got you." They donated burners. The only thing I had to actually buy was the food. But anything else, like the chopping boards, the aprons for the kids, anything that they needed around cooking, they donated it. And they don't do that for nobody individually. They only do it for organizations. So shout out to Auctioner Hospital for just literally just like being invested in community because we need that. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like doing a lot of things in my city, but I really just care more so about the stuff that's behind the scene. Like somebody looked out for me as a kid, and I kind of want to pay it forward and just like show that love with action, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna let you know when that cooking class is coming. But before the kids cooking class, I actually have an adult one too. So that's kind of something I would love for you to be a part of, especially if you want to learn how to make a steak.
Nah, I'm gonna come for real. Thanks. But look,
yeah.
all we gotta do before we get out of here, right? We gotta do my favorite segment,
Okay.
right? It's called a whip seat, right?
Ooh.
So I'm gonna have my dog Rockstar do the honors. Right.
Let's go, Rockstar.
We're gonna do the honors. So with the whip seat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know you got your phone on you.
I do.
So you have to call somebody, right?
All right, bet.
Hold on, right? Don't text them nothing right there. Hold on, right quick. I'm explain the rules.
All right, I'm listening.
So how it go? So you have to make a phone call, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they gotta answer. Okay. Now, if they don't answer, you got 4 shots of this bad boys right here.
Oh man, you know who you talking to? You talking to somebody who answer on the first ring. I don't play with people like that. So you know.
So who you gonna call?
I promise you, it don't matter who. First of all, you can pick somebody I can call, and whoever it is, they're gonna answer it on the first ring because they know I'm calling.
I don't know who in your phone book. So who you gonna call and put it on speaker?
Okay.
So shout them out. Who you gonna call?
Oh wait, I gotta decide who I. Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Who you gonna call?
Let me look at my contact. I feel like it'd be cheating if I call the last person who called me 3 times, huh?
That'll be cheating.
Because I feel like they would just automatically answer like, "Motherfucker, I was trying to go."
Yeah.
All right, bet. So, all right, bet.
And it gotta be somebody in your phone book.
All right, bet. Damn. Let me look at my call log. I call I don't know about y'all, but I literally call like the same 10 people every day. Y'all ever looked at your call list and just see the same person name all the time?
Facts.
I talk to like the same people. So, I could actually call my homie. I know he gonna answer.
So what's the homie name?
His name is Kernell. He is a barber. One of the best. He go by Mr. Right on social media.
Okay.
And yeah. I know for a fact if I call him.
All right, so you gonna call Carnell. So put it to your mic, put it on speaker.
Oh man, this about to be crazy if he don't answer.
If he don't answer, if he answers, be like, look, thank you for answering. I'm on a Whipple Pill podcast. Thank you for answering.
All right, bet. All right, here we go. I'm putting on speaker.
Moment of truth.
What up, bro? What's poppin'? So look, I'm on a podcast right now, and if you didn't answer this phone, I would have had to take 4 shots of Crown. And they told me to call somebody who I knew was gonna answer, so I already knew. First of all, next time I call this phone, you better answer it on the first ring, bro. You scared the hell out of me. I was over here like, damn, this is about to be the moment.
Man, shout out to him, man.
Shout out to Mr. Right. Hey, let's go, bro. You're a real one for sure, for sure. Thank you, bro. All right, I'm gonna tap back in with you when I leave here. All right, bro.
Clap it up, man. He passed the test, man. He passed the test.
I ain't gonna hold you. Man. I was nervous after that second ring.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was like, yeah, we about to get another one. They had a few people that failed these things, and it'd be like,
yeah, because you know what? You know why? Because they probably called somebody who they know damn well wasn't gonna answer for their ass.
It's crazy.
So they wanted them downsides. They said, "Shit, I'm gonna call it. I know not gonna answer."
It's crazy. They call people. They was like, oh yeah, she gonna answer. I know she gonna answer. The girl didn't answer. Call about 10 minutes later. It's over after that.
Yeah, it's over. It's definitely over for sure.
So
that's fire.
You passed the test, right?
I still want a shot of that Crown Apple, so it better be another test.
We do that off camera, whatever. But is anything, so at this time, the floor is all yours. So anything you want to say to the people, anything you want to talk about, the camera's all yours. Just talk to the camera.
I want to say to my people, especially my people in New Orleans, this is the perfect time to really just not sleep on yourself. Like there's so many people I see that's so talented that's not even on camera, not even online, don't care nothing about social media like that. That's really dope in real life. I'm talking about real dope people, you know what I mean? That's going through such a rough patch with like the world being what the world worlding. But in the midst of you going through any storm in New Orleans, honestly, just understand that you are gifted. New Orleans people all together, we just come with like this vibe that's unmatched in the world. So I would directly talk just to the people in my city to not really sleep on yourself, to really just like go super hard for you, even if nobody believe in you right now, even if nobody see your vision the way you see it. Because a lot of times we be wanting everybody to fucking believe in our ass, and we really don't believe in us. So I would say to anybody that may be watching this right now, that if you don't believe in yourself and you want other people to believe in you, it start with you. It start with self-love. It start with literally just pouring everything you got into yourself. The world will make you feel like that shit is selfish and you don't care about people. But I respect people who pour into their gifts. You know what I mean? Who really just like keep shining, because it's hard, especially for black men. You know what I mean? We get to spaces where we don't get to talk. We literally just like already judged. Like it don't matter what we even say. We're already looked at a certain type of way. So it's just like, we got to change that narrative. We got to continue to really just like spread knowledge, share information. Like if you know something, bro, if you know anything that could help the next person, bro, tell that man. It's going to really I believe iron sharpen iron. You know what I mean? I cannot dim your light and think that some type of way I'm going to just get my shine on, like, and I didn't dim the next person. So man to man, brother to brother, brother to brothers. You know what I mean? Like walk in your purpose and don't sleep on yourself, bro. Because as soon as you go to sleep, everybody else going to be Z'd out right with your ass. So wake up, give yourself some love, and don't just be quick to give up, because people don't say this shit. But when you give up, shit get harder. Right. So just keep going, bro. Like no matter what, like don't let nobody get in the way of what you see for yourself. And I almost gave up so many times on myself, bro. Like dead ass. Like I'm talking about business ideas I done had that then went left, you know. But at least I could say I tried that shit. You know what I mean? At least I wasn't one of those people that just talk about it and didn't try it. So I would leave with anybody. Whatever you love, try it. No matter what people got to say. They will laugh at you today. They would literally laugh. The internet will laugh at your ass today. And then 3 weeks later, you're done. You blowed up. You all over the internet. And now you're your brand. You know what I mean? So fuck that. Do you?
My dog. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you coming on, bro. Blessing the podcast, Whip Appeal Podcast.
You already know, dog.
I want to shout out to my dog, Rockstar.
Let's go for the team.
Rockstar
Let's go for the team.
He does a lot, man. Assistant, man. Getting the guests on, making sure he take care of the guests and making sure the scene is right. And I also want to start, shout out my dog, Crispy, with Crispy Capsules. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He does a lot. He behind the film. Make sure y'all check out his music, man. Hey.
All right, well, wait.
Hey.
Hold on now. Hold up now. Where can we check out his music at?
On Spotify, Apple Music.
Let's go.
Crispy Capsules. Make sure y'all follow him and stuff like that. Sure. My dog Starflow, you know what I'm saying? Starflow on all platforms.
Starflow 504 on TikTok. Yeah. Follow me at your own risk. That's what I'm saying.
I want to thank y'all, you feel me, for listening. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, Whipped-Cream9. Follow me on TikTok, Whip Appeal Podcast. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank my dog Starflow. And y'all be blessed, you feel me? We out.
We out.
They say I'm a pain, I need a change, making my way. Sail the gang, sipping on drinks, catching a fade. I get it poppin', nigga. She at the top of the nigga. Got